So there is a downside when it comes to being attractive. And when I talk about being attractive, I'm not talking about guys who do too much, who do all these cosmetic stuffs and oh just to look perfect. Because that's not even me. I don't do all that. I would categorize myself as an attractive man because I have been able to, because of what I have been able to attract in real life, the energy that I carry, the way people want to be around me all the time. I feel like that is being attractive. And being attractive is not just about how your face looks. I mean that is part of it. You have to have a good looking face, of course. But it comes down to being it comes down to, it is internal at the end of the day. Like it has to be internal. Like what is your internal energy like? That is what attracts people. People don't realize that being attractive comes with a lot of downside, especially when a lot of women want you and a lot of men want to be around you, right? Of course, there are positive sides. The good side is a women you can get any woman you want. Your self-esteem goes through the roof, right? You know the fact that, and you love the fact that you're attractive. You love the fact that you can get whatever woman you want, and you can do all these different things. You can get business deals. So you look good, you're ecstatic, and all that. Your energy levels align. You don't have any inner chaos. In fact, yeah, unattractive people are unattractive. The reason why they are unattractive is because of the internal chaos. There's a lot of chaos in their soul, and all that is going to show on your face. All that is going to reflect in your face. When you have internal chaos, it is going to show. So when you glow, it's because your soul is aligned. Everything is solid. Your energy is moving. You have high energy. Your energy is aligned. People see it, and people want more of it. People can feel that, and people want more of that. But what is the downside of being attractive? So the downside is you won't have a whole lot of sexual partners. Like you will start to not attract a lot of women in terms of sexual partners. People think when you're like super attractive, then you have a whole lot of sexual partners. You won't. You won't. The main reason why you are so attractive is your soul is aligned. You have this crazy energy that radiates off you. Hmm. To the extent that these girls they disqualify themselves. They start to have imposter syndrome because they know that they are not worthy. They know that they don't qualify. They start to disqualify themselves because you are moving at a such you are moving at such a high frequency. You are moving at such a high level that they can't be around you, so they disqualify themselves. Because when they are around you, you remind them of what they are, even if they are very pretty and very good looking. You're just almost scary to them. You are scary to them because it's almost like you have no flaws, even if you do. Every man has flaws, but the woman can't even put herself together, can't even put herself in your presence because like damn, they literally disqualify themselves. They disqualify themselves because of how you move, because of your energy. They know they can't be around you. That is one of the disadvantages of being attractive. That is one of the downside of being attractive. You can't keep a woman. You'll be like, I have this energy, I have this aura. You'll be like, why can't I keep a woman? It is not really your fault, bro. They in a way they feel like you are too good for them, so they disqualify themselves. That's one of the downside of being attractive. Women disqualify themselves, so you are not even going to get a lot of women. So trust me, the ones that are meant for you are going to stay, and the ones that feel like they're not supposed to, like they will leave. They will disqualify themselves. So they'll leave because they know they can't be around you because of how they feel about you being so attractive. It is a downside, but it is also the good side in a way because you're like you filter things out a lot better. You kind of like intimidate a lot of people, even men. That's another downside about this whole being attractive thing. Even men, and with men, a lot of men they start to feel uneasy around you. Like they kind of like start competing with you in a way, even if you are not competing with them. You understand? So they try to do things basically to compete with you. And it's funny because you are not competing with them. You're just so attractive that you are not even competing. Oh yeah, that's just how it is. You don't care. You don't care what they do, but they just start acting like a clown, doing all kind of crazy weird stuff because you are moving at your own pace. You are living your own life. Your energy is so high, like you can't even notice what they are doing. They start to bring you down. They start to do all these things because you're attractive. They start to say all these things about you. They do all those things because you're an attractive man, right? Especially when it comes to their girl. Oh my god. Bro, they hide their girls because they know that they're like, man, she's attracted to him. So I have to hide her. They start to feel uneasy around you. It's a whole lot. I've had a number of friends that we had to stop being friends because so it's a whole lot. I've had a number of friends that we had to stop, stop being friends because they were insecure. They were so uneasy around me, being around him and his girl. So our relationship just kind of fell out. I've had that. I've had that happen to me a couple of times. Like that is just the craziest thing. Because there's a certain energy that you just have that that they are threatened by in a way. It is just crazy. So one of the good things about being attractive is you get to attract people with similar, attraction levels as you. You are not going to be friends with everybody. You can't be friends with everybody. So you are just only going to be locked in with people that have the same aura level as you have. So you're going to have like a really small circle of friends. Another downside of being attractive, in fact, this is one of the most important things that I wanted to bring up. And this is like the darkest part of being attractive is when you are an attractive man, you start to attract energy vampires, right? You will start to attract crazy energy vampires. There are people who genuinely just want to be around you to steal the energy that you have inside. You understand? Like you would know when these people are attracted because these people they will just be eating you up all the time. They'll be hitting you up all the time for no reason. They want to always be around you. They want to always hang out. They want to always take a lot of your time. They just want to drain your energy, bro. Even when you know you don't have the time to be around them, they will always be hitting you up, always trying to ask for this, ask for that, steadily trying to take your energy. Always want to hang out, always want to, always dumping all their problems on you. They'll be open with you for no reason. These are energy vampires, and they would come for you the moment you are an attractive guy. It is inevitable. So you have to be careful. I remember the times that I would talk to a couple of women and they would just open up to me and just open their entire lives to me for no reason whatsoever. I don't know. They felt like I have an energy that they needed to drain. They'll dump all their problems on you, open up to you because they feel like you have the energy that they need to drain. And by doing this also, they would also expect you to increase their own energy levels because they have low energy levels. So by draining your energy, they also tend to increase theirs. So you have to be really careful. You have to be really careful of these people. You have to be really careful of these energy vampires. So in as much as you attract people on your own level that has same attraction levels as you also attract you also start to attract low energy people to a certain extent that want to take that energy from you. You have to understand the law of polarity. Opposite attract. Positive and negative go together. So if you are an high energy individual and you are highly attractive, you will attract low energy people. These people are energy vampires that you really want to get rid of as fast as possible because they always want to take your time, because they always want to take your energy. They're always trauma dumping you, like always dumping their trauma on you. They'll always do things to be able to take energy from you and transfer it to them because they are selfish people. You have to be careful of energy vampires. They would always want to do things to be able to take energy from you. and transfer it to them because initially they are selfish. You have to be careful of energy vampires. They are very selfish people. Like I said in the beginning, that you'd scare off a lot of women. One of the reasons why you scare them off is once you start to understand that you are attractive at this level, not because you look good, but because because of the energy that you have is it's so aligned with your soul and your nature, and it is so powerful. And once you start to acknowledge that you're attractive, you start to create this boundary. They start to leave you alone. Then they be like, this guy, he knows who he is, he's too strong. Then they stay away from you. The men that are attractive who don't even know, that is where they get cooked because they attract these energy vampires, and these energy vampires suck all the energy out of them, and they feel drained, they feel tired all the time, right? So that's how it works. So it is very important that as an attractive man, once you start to master this, you stop having energy vampires. You start to recognize energy vampires early. You understand the dark side of being an attractive man. It is not all roses and rainbows. And there's a lot of times where you be like, why is life, you know, why is this, why is this happening to me? Why are people trying to bring me down? Why are people trying to do me wrong? Like, and people will be attracted to you. People would want to do favors for you, but they will also want to take more from you. They may be doing favors for you, but they would want to take more away from you than you give. So you have to understand this on a deeper level so that you can protect yourself. Because if you're an attractive man, everyone is going to want what you have. And the craziest part is if a lot of guys will want your woman too, bro. So you just have to know how to preserve your energy. So they'll fear you and they'll respect you if you know how to actually cultivate your energy. Now people can look in your eyes and tell that you've actually been through shit. They can look in your eyes and know that you are wiser beyond your years. That is what makes a man attractive. Not like you look physically attractive. You would know because there is internal alignment with your soul. So you have to protect your energy. You have to protect that shit because as an attractive man, people are going to want to take that shit away from you. And the people who come in initially are going to hope that you don't even know they're an attractive guy. And they are going to want to take that from you. The minute you understand and you start setting boundaries,